Wait till you hear the reason why Trump's using Lawfare against MTG.
Before a visibly angry Trump ordered the agents to escort him out. But Trump's stopped doing the impromptu visits to restaurants because of instances like this. It's become quite scary out there. Exclusive, Secret Service missed a Glock in a bag at Trump's Virginia golf course last week. The White House was already defending the Secret Service's ability to protect Trump before pro-Palestinian protesters got within Donald Trump and J.D. Vance, Marco Rubio, and Hegseth Tuesday night after they arrived at a swanky D.C. restaurant, and they were screamed at before a visibly angry Trump ordered the agents to escort him out. After the incident, MAGA influencers asked what the hell the Secret Service was doing, and then the Secret Service goes ahead and misses a Glock at Trump's golf course. Thank God nothing happened. Secret Service missed Glock. And this is, of course, the Secret Service allowed President Trump to get shot in the head in Butler, Pennsylvania.
And he did nothing about it.
Anyway, this is the incident that the article is talking about. This from back in September when Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and Secretary of War, Secretary of State, went out in downtown D.C. in order to demonstrate how safe the city was. This was the point of this, that Trump could just walk around and get a normal dinner. It wasn't a normal dinner. In fact,
I don't understand this. Like, Trump, now that Trump's turned, now he's on the globalist / establishment side. Why is he still getting attacked by people and harassed? Aren't they happy he came to the dark side? So, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. But anyways, promises.
Protester who somehow inexplicably started to scream. So everyone was wondering, like, exactly did they get this? Well, top secret information, because it always is when the president is traveling and where the president is traveling, especially if he's going to be in a vulnerable position like this. How close they're able to get to Marco Rubio. They're able to get so close to the protectees, they can put a phone right in their faces.
Well, I wonder, how did they know Trump was going to be there? Obviously, he's saying that someone set Trump up, okay? Well, I mean, there was already half the country that basically hated his guts, and he had his loyal MAGA base, but ever since he's turned to the dark side, there's so many people that don't like him now. So it could have been a right-winger who sold him out or told people where he was at, you know? It surprised me, because like just Bongino, Trump, they did the opposite of what they preached and what they were going to do. But they get so offended when people call them out on it. As if like, why don't you let me get away with it? You know, it's not how you're supposed to do it. You let people down and you're attacking them. Pete Hegseth looked pathetic. I mean, he used to be some old Christian guy in Fox and Friends and all that. Then he comes in talking, F around and find out. Yeah, that's F around and find out.
Many protesters there, probably half dozen. And I guess it's not illegal to yell at somebody in a restaurant, but it is incredibly disruptive. Trying to make the best of it, walking out, quite angry and perturbed, obviously, that something happened. Why are we talking about this now? We covered it at the time. This is a bad look. Secret Service is declining to comment on whether they have launched an investigation into Marjorie Taylor Greene over whether she tipped off Code Pink, that's the left-wing protesters, to Trump's plan to go to Joe's Stone Crab restaurant the night the protester group accosted him.
Okay, so they're saying that MTG, tipped them off that Trump was coming? How would she have known? I don't understand. And is that illegal? I don't know. Let's find out.
From the Secret Service, nothing is more important than ensuring the highest level of safety for our protectee. We're not able to confirm these matters of protective intelligence. Secret Service sources are telling me the agents should have shown up at MTG's door and interrogated her and done the same thing with every one of those Code Pink protesters that were at the restaurant that night. Code Pink members regularly show up on Capitol Hill, but they don't go to expensive steakhouses, right? They're dirty communists. Yet here's a photo of the...
They're dirty communists. I don't get how people like him have this fame and this attention and viewers. Okay, they're communists. Why? Because they care about kids dying in another country? I don't understand these so-called Christians.
Pink, sort of ringleader. She's quite famous on the Hill for going and disrupting things with a Palestinian liberation shirt on. Code Pink, of course, a far left-wing group posing with MTG. They're smiling together. Yikes.
What do you mean, yikes? Okay. She's a congresswoman.
Secret Service people asked at the time, everybody was wondering, who would let code pink no. And now, according to, this is a good one, right? Anna Paulina.
And here's the problem. Like, has you heard Benny Johnson at all demand what happened with Butler, Pennsylvania last year when they tried to kill Trump? So this is what they want to use the Secret Service for, to find out what happened at a restaurant instead of, like, what happened with Trump being almost killed. Obviously, he made deals with people, and that's why he doesn't care.
Who's worked closely with MTG in the past, did somebody leak the president's location to this organization and show up to protest it? Code pink. At the time, many people thought that it might have been a Secret Service
Poor
agent.
overweight Trump.
It might have been somebody disgruntled with Trump.
He didn't get to fill his gut.
Calls were coming from inside of the House. Where are we getting this from? Well, here is the article. White House contacted Secret Service about MTG, sources say. The relationship between President Trump and MTG grew so poisonous, the White House told the Secret Service that Greene may have tipped off code pink protesters to a surprise visit last fall at a D.C. restaurant. The episode involved Trump and embarrassed the president and intensified concerns of the White House's safety after escaping a narrow assassination attempt. So apparently Marjorie Taylor Greene kept asking the president's team where Donald Trump was this evening and what time he was going to get to the restaurant and so on. This is leading to some in Trump's inner circle to assume, especially given the fact that they've been friendly on social media, that Donald Trump was being sabotaged by MTG. In plain language, MTG allegedly provided material support to the location of the president. The story is that the White House believes MTG tipped off the lunatic radicals when Trump was having...
Again, calling them names, it's not right, man. And, you know, they should just call it what it is, anti-free speech. Stop calling it Semitic.
Dinner, and they ambushed him and made a scene, and could have done far worse, I mean, quite frankly. You know, does the Secret Service go into the restaurant and check every person in the restaurant? No, they don't. So, like, very, very bad things could happen to Donald Trump here. MTG turned on Trump long before he condemned her on Truth Social.
No, it's not true.
The retard right bought the cynical true believer shtick and paid lip service to her.
Just so you know, Benny Johnson was fired at BuzzFeed for plagiarizing 40 times. You understand? Okay, so people like Benny, no matter what they're getting their money. No matter what, they're going to get their money. The problem is that we don't, though. We don't get money just because Trump's a president. So we need him to do stuff that's going to help the economy so we can get that money. These podcasts like Benny, they're traitors. They're sellouts because Trump does bad or great. They're rich. They're still getting rich, and they still are getting rich. So you can't listen to people like him. And
people are freaking out over this. We know why they were suddenly BFFs. Yeah, it's very strange to me.
If they don't have evidence, they shouldn't say anything.
Trump was right to call her Marjorie Taylor Greene. Whoa. Wouldn't surprise me.
Who's
MTG apparently called Trump to recommend that very restaurant days earlier.
Anyways, guys, take care. Have a good weekend.